Hi, in this video we'll go through the other two tabs and also through the inbox. So in previous videos we have already discussed this home page and or the dashboard and these two tabs. So next let's move on to get personalized offers. So if you go there you can see you have one form where you can put in your request. So the idea behind this particular feature, get personalized offers, is that if you as a user do not see anything which caters directly to your requirements, be it let's say any package of a particular tutor or any class, then you can put in your own request and then tutors can actually bid on your request. So it works like a freelancer on demand platform. So basically you put in your request here and then you post your requirement. So you see you have some you have a section where you see all your previous requests and how many offers were there on those requests, and you can actually go to one of the previous ones. So as soon as you click on post requirement here, it would actually come up as one of the requests here. So let's say if we go to a request, you see that this is something that you had put in as your requirement. You had put in this budget, this timeline, and then these are the offers that tutors have actually bid, and these are the offers that they have made for this request. So you have a tutor who who has a 4-star rating. You can visit tutor profile. So this is the price that she has quoted and this is the time that she has quoted, and there's some description that that she had put in, and also some title of the offer itself. And then you have action buttons per offer. So this is an offer card which has offer details and also an action button. So you can click on one of these buttons. So let's say if we select this particular request or this particular offer, then we click here and it goes to the booking confirmation screen where you have again a summary of the offer. So its title is Intro to German for IT People, location, uh, number of hours, what is the amount, and then it again shows you that you can select time slots in the next screen after completing payments. So this screen is very similar to what we already saw, right, in our normal booking screen with the tutor. So yeah, you can put in your details, card details, and then click on complete booking. This is again very similar to what we already saw. This is again very similar. So you have, once let's say you have put in your payment details and uh, payment is successful, then you can book time slot for this for this offer. So let's say if it was for 2 hours, so you would select the time slot. Maybe you play around a bit with the time zones, and then you confirm. And once you have confirmed, it means that you have actually completed the booking. All right. So yeah, so I think that's quite pretty much it for this tab. So you have a form to put in the request, and then you have a place to look at the offers and book one of the offers. So this was about personalized offers tab. Now next is want to teach. So if you remember, this account or this experience is for a user who is not a teacher or a tutor yet. They are just normal user who have logged in on this platform. So let's say if I'm a user who's booking a lot of lessons for myself, but eventually I decide that okay, I also want to teach on this platform because it's a good way of making money, let's say. So you click on this link in that case, and then you get some static page. So this page would basically contain okay, what are the advantages of being a tutor on this platform, how much, let's say on an average, a tutor earns. So really broad level details for a teacher. So you have these details, and then let's say if you, after reading through all those, you decide to submit your application. So you click here, and then you are taken to a form which is a tutor application form. So it has a bit more fields than your profile itself, because for a normal user we don't have a lot of things in the profile. We only have the name, about me, and like some really basic sections. But in this case you would have a lot more comprehensive fields, right? So because you're applying to be a tutor, so you have name, you have teachers, which is basically the number of the topics that you teach. So it can be an autofill. So let's say if you start typing Spanish, we would autofill Spanish for you, and then you can keep on adding skills or the topics that you teach. Similarly for speaks, it's the language that you can speak. So again, in this case also you can do multiple selections by keeping on like you can keep on adding different languages that you speak. Then your location, country, city, about me, experience, then this location is basically where are you available for teaching. So if you can teach online, then you check this box and you put in your details here. You can teach at my place, or this is the location of your choice, and then you can put the address, uh, yeah, that you want to teach at, and then also you can add multiple options to this choice. So let's say if you want, you can teach at your office, which is at Rosenthaler Platz, but you can also teach at, let's say, a cafe, which is at some other address. So you can keep on adding those. And then if you can travel, so if let's say the student asks you to come to his or her place, then if you are open to it, you can check this box as well, and then provide a very small hint that okay, I can travel only in the central area. Then you have a contact info, your LinkedIn profile, Facebook profile, and your hourly rate. So once you put in all these details, you click on submit application. So as soon as you submit your application, it doesn't mean that you have already been upgraded to a tutor status. It only means that we have received your application, and then we would actually go through it. It could be possible that we also arrange a Skype or Hangout interview with you, maybe a very small one, and then after the basic vetting is done, then we upgrade your profile on the back end to a tutor, and then you would move to a tutor experience that you would see in subsequent videos. But just by submitting the application, it doesn't mean that you have already become a tutor. So if you submit this application, if you go to the home page, it would still be for like for the normal user, right? So nothing changes. Okay, so this was about want to teach section. Now let's go to the inbox. So inbox is a very straightforward uh, thing where, yeah, so inbox is basically, I mean, you can kind of intuitively figure it out. So it's just a very basic chat system. So you have different people sending you messages, and then you have these threads, and then messages per thread. So you can, and it's a very simple interface. So you don't have a lot of fancy stuff in terms of really fancy emojis or I don't know, attachments or whatever. But it's a very simple textual search. Oh, sorry, textual chat. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for the user experience who's not a tutor yet.